Hello students, now we are going to see about evaluation and description of single sideband techniques. In general, amplitude modulation have two techniques. One is double sideband suppressed carrier AM and second one is single sideband suppressed carrier AM. Now we are going to see about single sideband suppressed carrier AM. In single sideband suppressed carrier AM, one sideband may be suppressed. The remaining sideband is called a single sideband suppressed carrier. What is mean by sideband? Whenever a carrier is modulated by an information signal, a new signal at different frequencies are generated as part of the non-linear modulation process. These new frequencies are called as sidebands. Now, in SSB-SE signal, the information is transmitted twice, once in each sideband. The sidebands are the sum and difference of the carrier and modulating signal. The information must be contained both of them. So, either one sideband is enough for transmitting as well as recovering the useful message. One sideband may be suppressed. The remaining sideband is called as single sideband suppressed carrier because both the upper sideband and lower sideband carries the same information. So here we have suppressed one sideband. Hence, to increase the savings of power by eliminating one sideband in addition to the carrier component in AM waveform. Time domain approach of SSB-SE AM. So to suppress one of the sidebands, the input signal fed to the modulator 1 is 90° out of phase to the modulator 2. First, V1 of t, that is equal to Vm sin omega mt plus 90. That is modulator 1 90° out of phase to the modulator 2. Vm is the amplitude of the modulating signal and Vc is the amplitude of the carrier signal. So carrier signal here 90° out of phase with the modulating signal. So here sin omega t plus 90, we know that in trigonometric form sin 90 plus theta equal to cos theta. So cos omega mt, sin 90 plus omega mt is equal to cos omega mt. We see as it is. Sin 90 plus theta, that is equal to cos theta, so cos omega ct. Next, V2 of t, that is the modulator 2, Vm sin omega mt. This is the amplitude of the signal and this is the amplitude of the carrier signal. This is the signal to be transmitted. In AM, now we have add the two signals, V1 of t plus V2 of t. So Vm cos omega mt, Vc cos omega ct. So Vm Vc sin omega mt plus sin omega ct plus Vm Vc, it is common, so that we have taken out cos omega mt plus cos omega ct. This is the block diagram of SSB-SE AM signal. Here the message signal is represented as Vm of t. The message signal, it is 90° out of phase with the modulator 2. And here by using that product modulator, the out of 90° phase shift with the message signal and 90 degree out of phase with the carrier signal is product modulator, so that this signal is subtracted or suppressed. And here the message signal and carrier signal, it is that product modulator, it is multiplied with that message signal and the carrier signal, so V2 of t. So finally BSST signal, it is generated at the output of the AM modulator, that is SSBSC AM signal generation. Here sin A sin B plus cos A cos B, that is equal to cos A minus B, that is a trigonometric form, cos A minus B divided by 2. So in that previous equation VSSB T, that is equal to Vm Vc, it is common, so that we have taken out, so cos of A minus B, so cos A, it is our omega C minus omega m, cos A minus B divided by 2, so that this 2 Vm by Vc by 2 cos omega C minus omega m. Transmission bandwidth. The transmission bandwidth is the difference of the upper band and the lower band. Here one band is, it is suppressed, so bandwidth is equal to Fm. Fm is equal to maximum modulating signal frequency. And see here, this is the frequency spectrum of SSBSC AM. This is the center frequency. This is the positive frequency and this is the negative frequency. And positive frequency, it is the upper side band, negative frequency, it is the lower side band. So this is the carrier frequency and this is the modulating frequency. Two impulse we are having, positive frequency and negative frequency. We can eliminate USB or we can eliminate LSB because both the side bands contain the same information. Only one sideband is to be suppressed. This is the phasor diagram of AM. So phasor diagram, what is the meaning of phasor diagram? The amplitude variation in an AM system can be explained with the help of diagram, is called phasor diagram. And this is the carrier signal. This is the upper sideband and this is the lower sideband. So now we have suppressed the upper sideband, so that is denoted as, it is a dotted line. Only one sideband is enough to transmit the information. Power calculation is SSBSC. So total power saved in SSBSC AM is calculated as follows. So if we suppressed one sideband, how much the amount of power is saved for this transmission technique? So power in SSBSC is, so power in SSBSC, so that PT dash is equal to upper sideband or lower sideband. The power required to transmit the signal, that is denoted as 1 by 4 MAC squared into PC. This is the carrier signal power. This is equal to 1 by 4 MAC squared into PC, because USB is equal to 1 by 4 MAC squared PC, PLSB is equal to 1 by 4 MAC squared PC. Power saving with respect to AM with carrier, power saving, this is the power saving PT minus PT dash divided by PT. The total power transmitted, so PT is nothing but total power transmitted, PC is the carrier power transmitted, and PT is equal to 1 plus MA squared divided by 2 into PC, PT dash, that is MA squared divided by 4 into PC. Now take LCM. So PC, here it is a common, so that we have taken out this PC and this PC, it is cancelled, so that 1 plus MA squared by 2 minus MA squared by 4, and take LCM here. 4, so here it is a 2ma squared minus ma squared divided by 4. So that ma squared divided by 2. So 1 plus ma squared divided by 2. So upper numerator 1 plus ma squared divided by 4 and denominator 1 plus ma squared by 2. So again take LCM, 4 plus ma squared by 4 and 2 plus ma squared by 2. So this 2 and this 4 is then 2. So that 4 plus ma squared divided by, again in denominator we are having 2. So 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2 ma square. So this is the power saving of SSBSC. In general, here it is the 97 or 99% of the power is saving compared with that double sideband suppressed carrier. Advantages of SSBSC technique. So here it requires less bandwidth compared with that double sideband suppressed carrier. This is a power saving techniques compared with that double sideband suppressed carrier. And reduced interference of noises. In double sideband suppressed carrier, interference is more. Here interference is reduced because of suppressed one sideband. So disadvantages. So transmission reception of SSB becomes more complex and required performance standard is very high. And it is used for speech transmission. Thank you.